Master the art of insinuation. Making your targets feel dissatisfied and in need of your attention is essential. But if you are too obvious, they will see through you and grow defensive. There is no known defense, however, against insinuation, the art of planting ideas in people's minds by dropping elusive hints that take root days later, even appearing to them as their own idea. Insinuation is the supreme means of influencing people. Create a sub-language, bold statements followed by retraction and apology, ambiguous comments, banal talk, combined with alluring glances that enters the target's unconscious to convey your real meaning. Make everything suggestive. You cannot pass through life without in one way or another trying to persuade people of something. Take the direct route, saying exactly what you want, and your honesty may make you feel good, but you are probably not getting anywhere. People have their own sets of ideas, which are hardened into stone by habit. Your words entering their minds compete with the thousands of preconceived notions that are already there and get nowhere. Besides, people resent your attempt to persuade them, as if they were incapable of deciding by themselves, as if you knew better. Consider instead the power of insinuation and suggestion. It requires some patience and art, but the results are more than worth it. The way insinuation works is simple. Disguised in a banal remark or encounter, a hint is dropped. It is about some emotional issue, a possible pleasure not yet attained, a lack of excitement in a person's life. The hint registers in the back of the target's mind a subtle stab at his or her insecurities. Its source is quickly forgotten. It is too subtle to be memorable at the time, and later, when it takes root and grows, it seems to have emerged naturally from the target's own mind, as if it was there all along. Insinuation lets you bypass people's natural resistance, for they seem to be listening only to what has originated in themselves. It is a language on its own, communicating directly with the unconscious. No seducer, no persuader can hope to succeed without mastering the language and art of insinuation. To sow a seductive idea, you will need to engage people's imaginations, their fantasies, their deepest yearnings. What sets these wheels spinning is suggesting things that people want to hear. The possibility of pleasure, wealth, health, adventure. In the end, these good things turn out to be precisely what you seem to offer them. They will come to you as if on their own, unaware that you insinuated the idea in their heads. Slips of the tongue, apparently inadvertent slip-on comments, alluring references, statements or for which you quickly apologize, all of these have immense insinuating power. They get under people's skin like a poison and take on a life of their own. The key to succeeding with your insinuation is to make them when your targets are at their most relaxed or distracted, so that they are not aware of what's happening. Polite banter is often the perfect front for this. People are thinking about what they will say next or are absorbed in their own thoughts. Your insinuation will barely register, which is how you want it. In seduction, at the French court, Ninon de Lenclau advised, it is better not to talk about your love for a person. Let your target read it in your manner. Your silence on the subject will have more insinuating power than if you had addressed it directly. Not only words insinuate, pay attention to gestures and looks. Slight physical contact insinuates desire, as does an unusually warm tone of voice, both for the briefest moments. The face speaks its own language. We are used to trying to read people's faces, which are often better indicators of their feelings than what they say, which is so easy to control since people are always reading your looks. Use them to transmit the insinuating signals you choose, a fleeting but memorable glance, for instance. Finally, the reason insinuation works so well is not just that it bypasses people's natural resistance. It is also the language of pleasure. There is too little mystery in the world. Too many people say exactly what they feel or want. We yearn for something enigmatic, for something to feed our fantasies because of the lack of suggestion and ambiguity in daily life. The person who uses them suddenly seems to have something alluring and full of promise. It is a kind of titillating game. What is this person up to? Hints, suggestions, and insinuations create a seductive atmosphere, signaling that their victim is no longer involved in the routines of daily life but has entered another realm. The seed is the symbol. The soil is carefully prepared. The seeds are planted months in advance. Once they are in the ground, no one knows what hand threw them there. They are part of the earth. Disguise your manipulations by planting seeds that take root on their own.